Alright everybody, welcome back to Tiger Woods 2010, and let's go with Colin Montgomery. It's a stroke play. Big Monty. I'm excited. Was it Monday, they're going to announce stuff for
a very long par 3
2K23. The bushes behind me are kind of in the way. Oops. Really? That's out of bounds, huh? It's a bad thing this is stroke play, I guess. Oh, I didn't notice the wind. It's 12 miles an hour. That's not good. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Only 100. I'll put on power. Oh.
That putt looked good most of the way.
Yeah, it did.
Montgomery putting for a birdie.
Damn it. I hate that when I try to skip the animation, it just skips the entire shot. And it's really delayed. I was pushing X because I thought it was going to be me.
A terrible hole.
Shut up. And, like 5 seconds later, it's his shot, and then it skips it. So he's ahead by 3. We know this is at least, what, 5 holes? We really need to do something. Because that's not good. I saw blue. Yep. Left.
This ball is in the rough. It all depends on the lie now.
But, yeah. There's going to be some announcement, release date or gameplay, something like what they're going to have in the game. Something like that. For 2K23.
We need a time limit here.
God dang it.
Mental error there.
Chance to make a good shot from this lie.
Only 79, huh? Bogey. Oops.
This is for bogey. That's in for bogey.
Well, I think,
needs to regroup after that bogey.
I feel it was either announced or maybe I just heard it that they said that the Tour Pros will be playable.
17 is a...
So again, let's think about that. That's only gonna matter to me if, for one, they have their swing animations. Unfortunately for that, they really need mocap, don't they? I don't think they are going to be doing mocap. But I don't know. They might not need it. Really hate that that's there, the skip CPU shot. I think, oh god dang it, because I'm pressing X just to skip animations, and because animations can sometimes take a little while.
Drops it for birdie.
Because it's fast enough for when you're fast forwarding through the shot, you know? You don't need to just completely skip it. I don't know why they put that in.
A less severe.
Like, if I was going to skip the shot of them all, why would I even play against them, you know? 3-3-3. Just need to keep my hand off my controller, because I can't help but press the X button. Alright, we gotta put this close. Okay, that's decent.
This putt for birdie.
Oh, I was gonna say we kind of need that.
Birdie. Montgomery for par.
Because he's still leading us by a shot. And I'm pretty sure this is the last hole.
The drive is blind.
First, oh, not the first. I was gonna say the first at St. Andrews. Three, 3. What? See, right there, I actually didn't even press X. Just skipped it. Okay, we put it close. We can at least tie.
That's the way to strike the ball.
A little too hard.
Frankly, Kelly, it could have been more. Hit a decent putt on that one.
We're cooking up a little birdie turkey.
Oh, God, it's not the easiest. Yep.
That was just a
Well,
bad
we need
putt
him
the
to
start.
miss. He doesn't. Why did we actually lose?
Gets his par.
No, it's another hole. Okay. I don't remember how many holes
The tee ball.
the stroke play is. I don't know. Just try right there. I don't know how, because the wind is in our face, I don't know. Oh, it went to the right anyway. I was gonna say, I don't know how far it's really gonna
Easy from this spot,
carry.
Kelly.
Obviously, it would have been far enough, but it went to the right. Okay, he's in the rough too, and he's 100 yards further away than us.
The ball's in the rough, but it doesn't look too bad.
Well, it's a 75% lie. But we hit a beauty.
We should be okay here.
For eagle.
Oh, that's too hard. No, it's not.
Callum Montgomery for birdie. Good speed on that one.
This putt for par.
Okay, if this is the last hole, we won. Oh, it's not. Oh. Are we playing the full 9?
This is the first hole where
Oh, that's too far.
He's in the rough.
Whoops. Skipped it.
Shouldn't lose too much distance from this line in the rough.
Oh no, it's a great lie. Should just went up a little, I guess. Whoops. Keep doing that. Oh my god.
Trying to string together birdies. Got it for birdie. That's well done for par.
an accurate tee.
Well, we definitely aren't making it over that, so.
Found the deep stuff.
This rough isn't bad at all.
It's funny, I accidentally pressed X and nothing happened.
It's in the trap.
Boom, in the ground. Alright, let's punch it from here. Punching it over water, out of the rough, onto the green.
This is a makeable putt. I
Not
suppose they
bad.
all are, but it won't be easy.
Yeah, they're all makeable, buddy.
I can't believe that shot. Well played. I would favor the right side with this putt.
Oh, really? I would have favored hitting it harder.
This for par. Looking for par. He drops it in for par.
Open for play in November.
Saw a bit of yellow. Oh, it doesn't matter though. I got a hole in one.
Leave that flag alone.
Whoops.
Not a great shot there. It's found the deep grass.
It's in the fairway.
This to save par. Should be happy with par there.
We won. We went from 3 over on the 4 over after 2 holes to -3. Montgomery played very well. Only 1 over. And I'm going to go and check real quick in the settings. The skip CPU is an option to turn off. Because if it's not, I will be accidentally doing it a lot. Not controls. I don't know what assisted holeouts is. It's just automatically on. Difficulty. It's all on medium. It's not. Okay. So yeah, we're skipping the HB Studios. I'm gonna have to look them up now. Did they used to make the Tiger Woods games? Or is HB Studios something else, like an actual, other than a game developing company? I don't know. We're skipping all that. We'll go into the UK Major Championship. No, we'll probably skip Christy Kerr.
Hello and welcome to round 1 of
Our next competitor, we can't remember his name.
That was a great shot. Perfectly executed.
Furyk was number 2 at 359.
I would think getting it close would be an accomplishment.
I don't know if you guys know this. Furyk was not known for his long driving. It's a good putt.
This is a tough putt.
Nice little birdie putt there.
The drive is blind from the champion.
Did we want only 87? We wanted less.
It's a gimme from here, but it's on the green.
Ugh. Probably wanted like
Looking for
70 something.
back-to-back birdies here.
See, I'm thinking
A par
that
putt here. Gets
when
it
you hit
far.
87%, it's not a centimeter away from 100%. Kind of doesn't make sense in how close the 80s and the 70s are to 100. Because like doing this, you cannot actually hit
Can
like
everyone put the cameras away here?
an
It's
85%
just-
drive. You know. '87 again.
Nothing wrong with that swing. Putting for birdie. Now that is frustrating.
Bitch.
He drops it in for par.
The safest play off the tee here.
Yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about what we know so far about 2K and EA's golf games,
120 yards to the hole.
it's honestly like for them supposedly
This
2Ks
looks really
is
good
still
in the
coming
air.
out this year. EA delayed theirs to spring
That was the right
of
putt.
next year.
Approach.
Putting now for birdie.
Now EA's, oh, are you kidding me?
I've seen many poor putts in my
That broke
day,
a
and
lot.
That ranks right up there.
EA's, we know they have the actual tournaments. You know, we have the Masters, we have Augusta, and the
Your
majors.
target
You
off
know,
the tee at number
we know. Not much else. But 2K, on the other hand, we do know a lot of the courses. We know that the game's gonna have, like, that course creation thing that they have. We know Tiger Woods is the cover artist. Or the cover athlete. We know, I believe it's true, that from what they've said, that you can play as the pros.
Got the birdie.
What else do we know? From the look of how, the way the putt, the swing animation is still really weird. Like, the putting is... They bring it back, and then when you push the analog forward, it's like a sudden jerk. And it's just really weird. So they...
My guess is this one lands on the green.
I have a really bad feeling that they didn't really put the pros' actual swings in. That probably means there's no really...
Count it.
Unless they were just using an old, you know, thing for that, which they could have been. It was 2 seconds, you know.
A large bunker.
Because honestly, the swings are actually better in these older Tiger Woods games than they are in HB's
difficult about this lie.
golf games. Didn't mean to do all that. Ooh. But again, I think that's because
That's a birdie.
EA, at least back in the day, I don't know if they did it in the later entries. They use mocap to get the actual swings.
In the 1990...
Another thing I doubt they've improved on is the crowd looking like a mannequin. Oh. Well, shoot, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, okay. I don't know why it did
This will
that.
be 4 consecutive birdies. Can you handle it?
No. But yeah, that's a huge thing to me, and I don't know why. Because graphics are not a big thing for me, but the people literally look like mannequins. And it's just weird. The ball goes through them. It's like, if the crowd is gonna be there,
Not the greatest place to
have it
be.
react with your shot if it goes in them,
Able
like
to.
a tree
Just
would.
your garden variety medium length putt here.
Wow, okay. There was a B going to the right
This
and really
putt for
nothing
birdie.
going left, so it had to have been right where my ball was. That made it go
That's a birdie.
left a foot and a half. Tied for first with Paul the Creamer. I see a Creamer. I don't know if there was one on the PGA Tour that was last name Creamer. But also with McIlroy and Woods. Woods is only on the 11th hole.
Off the tee from number...
But I think we'll be okay.
Gotta be thinking about one thing: making this putt.
Broke almost
This
none.
for an incredible 6 birdies in a row. Got it. For birdie.
Jim Furyk, he's also up
The
there.
11th at St. Andrews.
Putting for a lucky 7 straight birdies. Drops. For
Yeah,
birdie.
they're coming out with the news on Monday which of course, you know, I work Monday. So I'll probably wake up, have to quickly read about it and get to work.
The 12th hole is a
But then I won't get to talk about it with anybody because I'm the only one that cares. Until, you know, the weekend and I get to play this again. And I can talk about it in the video. But
A chance for 8 straight birdies. Pinch me. I must be dreaming.
On the 13th, the
if we can't go over that, probably shouldn't try.
120 yards to the flagstick from here. Not a great chance to make this putt, but there's always a
So,
chance.
hit a wedge. The wind moved it maybe a
Not a
foot.
terribly difficult putt. Dropped it in.
Still made the putt.
The ideal line.
Like 210 yards from here.
210. 210 wind in my face. I'll be using my 4 hybrid. .210 with no wind in my face. Probably just my 5 iron and hope it gets a good roll.
This for a terrific 10th straight birdie.
Your ideal target.
The fairway. Look how much the wind affects the driver. Wow. But it didn't affect the wedge.
It'll be a miracle just to get a club on the ball here.
Wow. I can't believe I got that far.
Some work to be done.
Honestly, I was thinking, oh my god, I should have put loft on this. It's not even going to get over that lip. I was thinking lag
Very
putt.
good putt from there.
Looking for par. Gets his par.
And our birdie streak, but that is okay. Oh, Wood's -8 now.
On number 16.
Picture perfect swing right there.
I know it's gonna fly too far. Should have used the flop. Ooh,
Well past the hole with that effort.
that's true, it was.
This should find the cup, Kelly.
Finishes off the par.
The road hole.
The
Rated
road hole.
regulation on this hole, and it would set a record.
Bounce right. It didn't.
Must be the first cut because it's sitting up nicely. This is a makeable putt.
Didn't need
Won't
that
be easy.
power.
Into the darkness.
Here at 18, Granny Clark.
If this ball finds the dance floor in regulation on this hole, it will break the greens in regulation record.
Ah,
Oh yeah, this is heading for the green.
that's fine.
Best
I meant to be
every
like
green in regulation.
85.
Tremendous ball striking.
Every green in regulation. Ooh. I was gonna say we hit the green and then putted it right off.
That was just a bad putt from the start.
Not really. It was actually very good. It was only 1 inch downhill, but it somehow still went past the hole.
Oh.
It's not a gimme, but it should be.
And we're in the lead by 4. 12 skill points available. What were we going into spin? Yeah, we'll finish off spin. Then what? Recovery? Because that's the lie, right? A tough lie. Then once we do that, we'll do chipping and then the last one, luck. All right. Final round of what is the Open.
Hi and welcome to round 2 of this PGA Tour event at the West.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the team our next golfer?
Oh no.
This is right
Never mind.
This for an eagle too.
It's too hard, I guess.
Good putters don't miss these ever.
You sure? Why is Woods on hole number 6? Should have started with us.
The drive is blind.
Hey, we hit exactly what we wanted.
Look for some movement to the right on this putt.
Finds the hole for birdie.
Birdie, baby.
There's plenty of fairway to the.
Ooh.
Never easy hitting out of the rough.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
We're cooking up a little birdie turkey.
I don't know about that.
This is some of the worst putting I have ever seen.
Oh yeah?
Oh, do over. That's a bogey.
The safest play off the tee.
Yards or so from here.
It
Missed a
moved to
chance
the
there.
right.
This putt for par.
Now let's look at the beads behind it, because that's where I was. They're all going to the left.
He rolls into
So
par.
how the ball moved to the right, I don't know. Really pisses me off.
Your target off the tee at number.
So it's about 220 yards all the way to the pin.
Ooh, hit that down slope.
This for eagle.
Some of the worst putting you've ever seen, huh, lady?
The most direct line to the green.
It hit the stick.
There we go. Back-to-back Eagles.
A large bunker.
Oh, wow.
That was a great shot.
I didn't think it was going to fly that far.
This is going to be a very tough putt.
Wow, okay.
Not stopping it back to back. No, we're going back to back to back birdies.
Well, there were 2 Eagles before this, but I got you.
In the 1990.
Bordering on solid. That's just an average approach. That drops.
The perfect line.
What a rare gem this is.
This for an eagle too.
I'm kind of ready for 2K23 though, just because
Off the tee for number 10.
I feel like 21. I don't know. I feel like in the end I didn't give it quite a fair shake. Like maybe I rushed it a little bit.
That was a great shot.
Didn't really take the time to get really good.
I'd be astonished if this one goes in. This for an
But
incredible
I don't know.
6
I
birdies
do
in a row.
know that there was a lot of
Nicely played. for
weirdness in a game where it relies heavily on one thing, but you playing it relies heavily on the swing mechanics, and they updated it. They updated the swing mechanics like so much. You have to believe that a lot of the times
Putting for a lucky 7 straight birdies.
when you would miss hit and continuously do it, and you're just like, you know, I can't get it out of the red zone or,
Not much left to do from this distance.
you know, whatever.
He drops
It
it
had
for
to
the
have
ball.
been before a pass or something.
The 12th hole is
But I'm ready for. Ooh. Wow. I'm ready for another sim like.
Oh, it hit the pin.
I'm ready to get pissed off. Not really, but.
on the 13th. The drive.
Oh wow.
No gimme from here, but it's only
Ran a lot longer or further than I thought it was going to. But that's okay.
That's all.
The ideal line at the 14th.
$371.
Roughly 180 yards to the pin from here.
Oh wow. Just stopped. Oh. Okay. Let's say it way too hard.
Your ideal.
Nice little birdie putt there.
Yeah. Thank you.
On number 16.
Took a weird bounce.
Trying to add to this amazing string of birdies.
I knew I needed to move over a little bit more.
This to save
I don't know
Paul.
why I didn't.
It's his par.
The road hole has long been.
We've seen a lot of birdies today, Kelly. One more, and it would be a record.
That's a birdie.
There's your record.
Here at 18, Grant.
A birdie on this hole would be the most birdies in a round.
Only 112.
What a rare gem this is.
This for an eagle too. shot.
5 eagles. Minus 29, we shot a 54. It's pretty good. Oh, we leveled up again. Alright, and next level up, we'll be able to finish off recovery and then work on chipping. Okay, so I think we're going to skip Christy Kerr. Who is it before the Bridgestone? Nick Daugherty. We're skipping the Bridgestone and Nick Daugherty. Or Daugherty. And we're going to go straight to the PGA Tour Championship. That'll be for the next one, though. Because we have the playoffs really soon. Tiger Woods shootouts. Yeah, there it is. Tour Championship. No, not this one. This one I think we have to play in order to face do the Tiger Woods challenge. Reach last 4, yeah. Okay. Okay, so hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time for the PGA Tour Championship.